Hello again, everyone. Melth here, to kick off my Age of Mythology Titan Difficulty Challenge run. Besides playing the hardest difficulty, I'll also be adding on additional challenges level by level as seems interesting. For this one, I plan to do it with no deaths, which will be nearly impossible. It'll require perfect play, careful micro, shrewd strategy, and also a bit of luck, but I can just barely manage it, I think, if all goes well. I've been playing this game since it came out when I was 10 years old. I've always had a great fondness for mythology and history as well as strategy games, so it checked a lot of boxes for me. Looking forward to seeing how the new version of it plays out and what things have changed and what things have stayed the same. Let's get started with the prologue here. I've made a video about the tutorial already and also about the hidden economic mechanics and changes, so check that out if you're interested in the basics of the game. Having the hero get a visit from the gods in a dream is pretty common in Greek myth, so makes sense to do that here. Theris has actual animations now, although he's not on fire, so that's kind of weird. Being the on-fire Anuba was always his thing.
That looked like Theris. It has been a long time since you sent him to the underworld, Arcanthos, fighting old battles again.
Yes, old enemies. I still see them here.
I like the new voice actor for Arcanthos, but not really for Athena. I feel like she often puts emphasis on the wrong syllables, and also doesn't have the same ethereal quality that the previous one had.
I face feeble pirates.
Which is important for the character, I think.
What you believe, Atlantean? Atlantis still has enemies, and you are still the one who will face them.
Any who threaten my home or my family will soon have a place in my dreams.
These are enemies.
Remember that line for like 31 chapters from now.
Do not let your guard down. Dark times are coming, and you are needed.
Like, forget all that immediately, and be surprised when things turn out to be serious 7 chapters from now, won't you? At least that's how it was in the original game.
Admiral, sir.
I like the new graphics here for this zoomed-in scene.
We should reach Atlantis soon.
Excellent.
I always felt like it was, Age of Mythology looked just fine for the zoomed-out RTS views. But having characters actually have faces now is a big improvement when you're close up to them in cinematics. One thing I hoped for from a remake was that we could actually see that statue's trident be stolen instead of happening off screen, but no such luck it seems. That, or they changed it so it was the one that'll be more prominent in a later campaign mission that was stolen. But, oh well.
You cannot ignore the Omens, Arcanthos.
I also wonder whether to give new Atlantean architecture here, because when the game came out, Trios didn't have a name and Atlantis didn't actually exist, so I wondered what they would change here about how the city looked. The answer seems to be not that much.
The only task will be to show the banner of Atlantis, not a task for an admiral.
It would shame Agamemnon if we sent one of your junior officers. He already...
Hopefully give Krios more development over the course of the original campaign here. He was very minor in the first one, but he's more important in the expansion, so setting him up a bit better here could be, a good choice, I think. Lightning, that's interesting. What is Zeus doing here? I don't think that was in the original game. Alright, well, for no deaths, I better save that Toxicity to grab me before the Kraken grabs it. And then our counters attack it, and then the rest doesn't really matter. You know what else doesn't matter? Food doesn't really matter here. Get some lumber instead. And you guys get over there, because we are sure as Hades not going to be farming.
Well done.
You guys get closer to the new lumber camp. Likewise, you guys, I think, should be more efficient that way. You want to minimize the travel time between your drop-off points and the resource nodes.
Additional Toxote can be trained at the archery.
We want to lean pretty heavily on Toxote here because we want to keep enemies at arm's reach so they can't kill my vulnerable troops. I'm also going to get them more hit points with that upgrade faster than I usually would too. Normally I'd focus more on numbers, but when I'm going for no deaths, I want them to all have enough hit points to not just die, Towers are usually less cost effective than Toxotes in terms of how much damage you get for your price, and also towers can't walk around. But what towers have is lots of hit points, so that'll be useful. So we'll be able to hide troops in them and garrison them during times of crisis. Alright, now I need to be ready to tank for these guys, which will not be easy. Arcanthos can't stand up to this whole wave on his own, but with good micro that won't matter. So I need to stand over here, aggro them, and then have them run over hereabouts, I think. And get chipped apart by the archers as I run past in waves. Oop, get you guys out of there, I think. Gonna be close, but I think we did it. That was not perfect micro there, but it was good enough, I guess. Now, pirate ships are kind of like reverse Tyrannosauruses. They can't see moving targets. This mischief run back and forth half the time.
Good. The black sails are going to regret this.
Unfortunately, he took damage, but he's going to be okay. Build towers back there where they can help garrison the troops that'll come to defend us later on before they get killed.
You're vulnerable, Toxote.
Hoplites for no deaths would be terrible. I'll build 2 of them, put them over there just to technically satisfy that mission objective. For my challenge, I always try to do all the mission objectives even if they're not actually helpful. So I will get a few hoplites for that
You
reason.
are running out of a particular resource. You should consider retasking.
Let's check how we're gathering things. Yeah, you're in an okay position. You two could maybe scoot down. That'll probably be a bit better. I probably want to build another tower once that one finishes.
Another Kraken approaches. Poseidon's wrath is clear.
Now this wave, as I recall, has slingers in it. Oh, Toxies are in there. Whoops. Get out. Slingers are super dangerous to Toxies, so I need to make sure that they only aggro to Arcanus and definitely not to any of the Toxies. So let's have him running around there to grab them. Make sure we've got all their attention and oh, you idiot, get out of there. Then we run back and forth. The Kraken is really wailing on that dock, or krakening on it, I suppose. Alright, no one cares about the Kraken, sink the pirate ships. We'll probably do a restoration to fix these guys up. Arcanus is taking pretty heavy damage too. Could probably get away from the shore and leave the archers to finish that thing. They are resistant to pierce attacks though and have a ton of hit points, so... Oh, I got one! Uh-oh. As long as it doesn't kill him, that'll be okay, but... Yeah, alright, close one.
Good work, but keep your eyes open.
Probably need to do a restoration in that case. We have enough injured guys that it's getting to be a problem.
The restoration god power to heal your units and mend your...
That'll also fix up the building, which will be appreciated. Petroboloi have had a massive buff in this game that they can now actually hit targets, which they didn't used to be able to do.
Another Kraken headed for the shore.
Let's see if we can sink a ship as it's coming. We can maybe cancel those. We probably have enough at this point. More would not really be that helpful. Can we sink that ship? Maybe. Alright, run back and forth. Oh, don't let them get too close to the archers. No, you see out of reach, dummy. Let's get ourselves some towers. We could probably transfer people off of lumber and over here onto tower building too.
Excellent. Get ready, everyone. This isn't over yet.
I feel like I remember there being a substantial force dropping off on each side here, so I might split up my troops a little bit. Yep, we'll be happy to get some upgrades at the armory. Alright, need to be in position to sink the right targets here and not have the catapults waste their shots, so only get one of per 4 seconds. Running back and forth. You know, we can probably get another guy tasked off of lumber and over here onto building a tower. Alright, get over there and sink that ship as it's oncoming. Ah, not gonna manage it. Just barely did it, okay. Oop, that's gonna be close. They might go for the wrong people there and hit the villagers. Alright, get in. And lead them back over to the archers who can then shoot them down. Alright, you guys get back out of there and get to work. Okay.
This way. What are they?
I think I handled that decently. Alright, you guys, maybe one of you repair that, 2 of you, whatever, work on building towers. It is ideal usually not to have multiple people working building the same thing because they'll be much less efficient than if they spread out their construction. But when you want to just get towers built ASAP before an enemy wave shows up, then it can make sense to do things in the reverse.
Another Kraken approaching. Pray this is the last.
Alright, so I want to sink these ships before they get ashore. So over there we go. Get the first shot. There we go. We did that pretty well, I think. That one I think doesn't drop anything off, so it'll just harass our villagers, but other than that, it won't be a big problem. Get out of there. Didn't mean to put them at risk. Okay. We need to be ready here to intercept the group of enemies that's coming before they get anyone ashore, or it's all for nothing. If they drop off their major group of myth units, it's all over. So you guys finish that thing, then get out of there, I think. And just stand in the back. Archers will be over here where they can hopefully intercept some of the troops. Let's get you guys onto stand ground. You guys have to stand ground so that hopefully won't aggro to the wrong troops, and we're ready to just pile into these towers as fast as we can. This is going to be really tricky, but the fight on multiple fronts as the reinforcements show up and get killed, so not going to be easy. Alright, first 2 ships are decoys, so remember that, and then come the real ones. We want you to be able to start shooting as soon as they're in reach. Fire, 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 fire. Alright, that I think is the important one. Get in, get in, get in. Get in. 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 Okay, hopefully we've accomplished what we needed there. You guys get in too. Get in over there. Close. Alright, you guys get back out. And you guys don't run in and get killed. Stand back, let the towers do the heavy fighting there. Arcanus will be back, so he's not dead. If a building dies, that'll be a problem too, because buildings will drop off militia that will then die immediately. But I think I managed it there. I think everyone got into position. We can see that they have not actually stolen the trident yet. Alright, let's get those guys to work over that way. Yeah, we still got all of them over there. We still got everyone over here. Yep, that's all of them. Okay, everyone lived. 10 over there. Whew. That was a heck of a final battle there, but we did it. Well, don't let that guy get away. Let's interrogate him and ask what they were doing here. Anyway, they got the trident somehow or other, but still, that was a pretty epic finale to that mission, and I'm glad to start the campaign on this high note, difficult though it was.
Another message from Poseidon, Arcantos. His creatures helped the pirates.
Those are Njord's creatures, not Poseidon's. Don't be silly, Theocrat, you should know this.
Yes, it was stolen during the fighting.
Kamos.
They changed the pronunciation of his name, apparently. Used to be Kamos.
We are losing Poseidon's favor. We must act.
I will go to Troy as you ask. I'm going to get that trident back on the way. Zethos, take supplies aboard and get the men together. We're setting sail.
Can I come?
No, I need you here in case they come back. Don't worry, this errand will not take long.
Be about 30 chapters before you see your son again. Alright, well, I'm looking forward to the rest of the campaign here. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. And a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Master Knight DH, Jackie, and Lino, Travis, Carlo Andrea 97, Cthulhu's Mom, Oliver, Andrew Curzon, Trubsy, Skill Rap, Gregory, William Wakefield, Danny Hall, Jeffrey Morse, Just Becca, Jack, Mashas01, Jacob Marshall, Nubiana, Till Fisher, Discord Colossus, Nicholas Schmuck, Kostya Nesterovich, Goman Blackrock, Dodo King 4, Marcin Bialek, Techno Waffle, Nebular, I Loop, Michael Francis, Emperor Kong 420, Robin Mackey, Mick and Balls, Stygian Flamey, Micah Marie, Christopher Allen, Stefan Van Zyl, Eddie, Wendy, Ali Kasamoglu, Lucas Riverola, Skylar Sauce, Nick Myers, Bethany James, Emp Ninjas, Prebin, Mango Jelly, and Chupaton. Have a great day, everyone.